this is my latest SonarQube server 8.9.1. So to start this SonarQube server, we will go to the bin folder. Okay, under this bin folder we have the Windows 64-bit, and there you can see the start sonar.batch. So you just double click on it and it will start the SonarQube server within a second. If you are not able to start the SonarQube servers, then you must check the configuration file. So you can go to the con folder and there you can check the Java is properly set for the SonarQube server or not. So recently I have downloaded this latest version and this will work on the Java 11. If you want to access this server, so this will work for the Java 11. So I have installed the Java version 11 on my system, and then I set this 11 for the SonarQube server in this file. Okay, so you can see this wrapper Java command, and this is installed into my program files Java folder 11/bin and then /java. Okay, so this path you have to set before going to start the SonarQube server. Okay, so once you get this message SonarQube is up, so that means the Sonar server is up and running. So to access this web server, the SonarQube, you can go to your browser and there you can access this port number 9000. Okay, localhost 9000, and you can reload this page and your SonarQube server will start. So when you initially going to start the SonarQube server, you have to set the username and the password. So default username is the admin and default password is the password. Then you can set according to you and the password, new password for this username. Okay, so now as of now I'm using this my admin username and the password, so I'm going to log in. Okay, so this is my previous project that I have executed, so I will show you the latest one. So what I will do, I will go and delete this project. Okay, so I will select this project. So this is how you can delete the project. So you can delete the existing project. Okay, so now I don't have any other project that the SonarQube will show the analysis part. So now what I will do, I will go to my project. So let's say this is my project, my Sonar Maven project, and I have shown you this. There was the two Java files. So now there is a one pom.xml file is there. Okay, and this is a Maven project. Now I want to scan this Maven project using the Maven plugin. Okay, so jcoco plugin and Maven Sonar scanner plugin. Okay, so we are not doing the manual Sonar scanner here on the local system. So this is the scanning for the Maven project. So for that, what you can do, you can open the command prompt, and their command prompt first you can clean this Maven project. Once the cleaning is done, then to scan this Maven project, the command is Maven package. Okay, and then sonar sonar. So this command is very useful. This is a command which we are using for scanning the Maven project, and it will automatically display the record or the result on the Sonar web server. So I just type this command and you hit enter, and it will start scanning the source file Java files that we have configured in the pom.xml file. When you are doing the first time this one, you will face the few errors. Okay, and you are not able to scan the properly. So that solution I will let you know after this video in the end, like what are the errors, what are the challenges, and how to deal with all the challenges. I have all the screenshot. So first see the how the scanning is going on. So it will start the test. Okay, this is my test.ng demo file, test.ng test file. Okay, and this is Jacoco Ambient plugin. Jacoco Ambient plugin for Java code coverage plugin we are using in the pom.xml file. Okay, so the execution is done. Now it's going to scan the code. So it will scan the source code as well as the test code. Okay, so how much source code from the developer is covered, and that report it will show on the web server. The code quality, is there any bug the standard is not following by the developers, that everything it will show on the web server. And this is the scanning process, it will take time. Okay, and how this is going on you can see on the command prompt. So once you get this build success, that means the scanning is done successfully and analysis is successful, you can browse this URL and you will get the project report. Okay, so analysis report generated in, so if you want to see the analysis report, there is the target folder sonar scanner report. So if first let me show you this, go to the target sonar scanning report. All these are the scanning reports. Okay, now I want to access this report on the sonarqube web server. So you just refresh your project and you can see the project analysis is automatically coming on the web server at this port number. Okay, so you can see this project scanning is passed. Okay, the code smells is 12. Okay, these information you can check. The coverage is 86%. Okay, and the lines is 71 percentage. Now I will explain this project, like how this is we can use for the understanding part. So you can go to this project, Sonar Maven project. You can see this is passed, all the conditions passed. Okay, there is no bug. Okay, and the coverage is 86.7%. Okay, and if you see any issues are there, you won't get any issues, no, personally, but you have some source file. So why this is an issue, this is like code smells. Okay, the protocol of the writing of the Java code is not following properly, so sonarqube is giving some warnings. You can declare the local variable in this form, like that it is giving. Okay, security hotspot is 0 major. Okay, so this is the major part. Okay, so it can show you the percentage of the coverage. So the maximum percentage of the coverage you will get the report here, then the code. So when you are coming in the code section, you can see the Sonar Maven project src folder. Okay, the same we have under our project. So you can see this src folder, and the same we have the src folder, and there is main Java Sonar Maven project. Okay, and this is the may test Java. So this is main Java, this is the source code repository, and your lines of code is 71. You can see the information on the left hand side, like test related. So how many unit testers were there? Only the one unit tester, test.ng demo.java. You can go to this file and you can see only the one test. So that's why it's showing the unit test 1. So unit test 1, so you know the how the test.ng test is working in the Selenium. So first, if you know, then it's well and good. This is the one test, and this is going to call the login form down the source code file, and this is running the test. Okay, and skip test is 0, and test case execution is 100%, duration is 2 seconds. Within the 2 seconds this one test got pass. So you can see the duration also there. Okay, and code related information I have explained, and this is the overview of this one. Okay, you can see. So now in the next video what I will do, I will include the multiple modules, means the multiple packages and the multiple unit test cases, and how this report will come I will explain in the next video.